Alright, so I'm going to show you guys some different routines that you guys can do to work the heavy bag on the ground. Basically, this is a ground and pound bag, but you don't need it. You might have one of these, you might have a grappling dummy, you might have a heavy bag that you hang and hit, and you can just put that down, pull the chains aside for a while and work it on the ground. There's a whole lot of ways to approach this, but I want to show you guys how to do this in a way that is positionally correct, okay, and that's realistic. A lot of times you see people kind of doing this, like hopping from one side to the other. In my opinion, if you had an opponent that you could just do this on, whether you're grappling or training live MMA or fighting, chances are they're probably incapacitated to the point where you wouldn't really need to work position. You could just get up and leave, or the referee will have already stopped it. I don't know anyone that's going to lay there and let you do this, okay? Especially not more than one rep, 2 reps, okay? So what I want to do is show you guys how to really use position properly while using this bag, and then get on some good strikes. So we'll start from side control. Imagine these are the shoulders, so I've got my far side underhook and I'm under the head. All right. There's always shoulder strikes if the person is holding you really close and tight, and you can't get this cross face going. Shoulder strikes are great right there. When I decide to sit out, I get my hip up underneath the shoulder, okay? So my hip's underneath the shoulder. If I sit back here and start doing this, they're gonna straight arm me. So I come here, stay tight, elbow close to my body, elbows, short punches. It's the punches that count, that really, do the damage, rather than just a high percentage of punches right here. The person knows you're trying to hit them. They should know that, okay? They're not going to stand for it. They're not just going to let you flail. So, short, concise punches. It's about quality over quantity. Next, coming back to this position. If I want to build up to knee on stomach, put both of my hands on the bag, not on the mat. Come up, and this is my knee on stomach position. Okay? One hand on them, elbow in. Not any of this wide, open flailing stuff. Right here, turning it over, driving down. All right? I'm not here, I'm not here, I'm not here. This is more of a grappling knee on stomach, right here, where your shin is across the stomach like that. I want to be right here in a diagonal position where my knee comes up to the sternum, and my ankle, I don't know if you guys can see it here, I'll go to the other side. My ankle is blocking their hip, and my shin has a diagonal angle to the chest. This is my MMA knee on stomach position. Hand on the shoulder, short strikes, posting on the head, dropping elbows. Okay? Now, looking for mount. All right, from here, just dropping the hips, being heavy. Imagine they're going to be holding on to you. Cross face, look for elbows. Post and strike, okay? So always post on them, whether it's on an imaginary arm that they're using to block with, whether it's a shoulder, whether it's a neck, chest, forehead, whatever, you posting and striking. This whole thing, this like flailing thing, that's fine if the person's already gonna quit, if they've already given up, if you already hurt them and you're just trying to convince the referee to stop the fight. You can throw these, all right? But at a high level, it's the shots that matter. It's the shots that do damage that matter. Post and strike. And then maybe work up to knee on stomach, which is realistic from there. Making sure I've got my knee sitting out to side control. remember the person's going to be bucking, bridging, blocking, holding on to you. So keep all these things in mind. Don't just sit here and do this. I've seen professional fighters doing this. Well, I don't know what that is. If you can do that to a person, why are you fighting them? Why is the fight still happening? They are obviously not in the fight. Last position, and this is a little harder to reproduce with a bag like this, is like being farther away in the guard, okay? Obviously these things raise my hips up off the ground. I don't necessarily want to be there. This is a mount, this is farther back position, like being in their guard. Same thing, posting. Posting and striking, raising up, okay? Posting and striking, never hands on the mat, never just flailing away, and never doing this body type stuff, okay? So, let's talk about a routine that you guys can put together. Set the timer up if you like, however many minute rounds you want to do, 3-minute rounds, 5-minute rounds. And my philosophy with this is to make sure that you guys have no more than 4 or 5 strikes for each position. So you're constantly moving. So you get good quality strikes off, not quantity, good quality, and then move and change your position. If you're realistically positioning around someone like this, they're done. You're just gonna completely dismantle this person as you continue to hit them. They buck and bridge and move. You advance your position. You continue to hit them. They try to move. They try to escape, and you keep going from one position to the next. So, real quick before I show that last thing, when I transition from knee on stomach to knee on stomach on the other side, this is realistic. Imagine the person puts their hands on my knee. Okay? I'm still posting on them. I'm going to step over the head. Forget going around down here where the legs are. Step over the head, leg comes up, high leg. I go right back into knee on stomach on the other side. That is the realistic transition from knee on stomach on one side to the other. Not this so much, okay? When I'm here, hitting, they're pushing. Imagine they're pushing, they want to push me off. Step over, high leg, turn, and go right back, okay? So here is what a routine would look like. I won't do the full 5 minutes, but I'll show you guys how to transition from one position to the other. So we're starting here, imagining we're in guard, okay? And if you're as out of shape as I am right now, it's gonna make you pretty tired. So just make sure that you're always posting and striking. That's the biggest thing. All right, thanks.